came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They LA they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Break yellow.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Right there.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play fake. Winston. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Jameis to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right?
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. To throw, it's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Winston now to throw on 1st down. He finds his target. It's Evans. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught at the 20. 39 yards there. A big one. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw is Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Check 99. Check 99. Easy, easy.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to...
It's caught inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
He completes it to Evans. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jerick McKinnon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 13-7. And following a touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave him exactly what they needed. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I got you. I got you.
On play action, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
51 to mine. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing.
Off the play fake, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. To throw, Winston. Flushed out right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Free safety, Clinton Dix, the man to make the play there on the defensive side.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it.
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Devin White, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Slings this deep for McLaurin, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Love. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All day, baby, all day.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Winston to throw it this time. And this is caught by Evans. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. McKinnon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. On first down, McKinnon again. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Winston now from the 50. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can attempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go. And got his man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Dorsett's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. being chased out left. This is caught.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. With those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Play fake. Winston. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's McKinnon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Here again is McKinnon. On the tackle, it was Greg Stroman, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Jameis to throw it. And that will be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense?
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
11 yards on the play. It's now third down.
The Bucs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun. Winston. He's got Evans. Mike Evans. He's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 82 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. That's fielded in the end zone. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Mahomes going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Jones on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Winston now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On first down, here's Love. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.